Hi team, welcome back to the kitchen. So glad you're here. Grab your spoon, grab your chair. Let's check out what's for dinner tonight. Hey team, hello. Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Wendy, your chaos coordinator. So glad you could make it back. Tonight we are making our version of French dip. And so what do we have for us? We have hoagie rolls. We have tater tots, because everybody loves tater tots. We have au jus, and the way we make au jus is with an au jus mix and a French onion soup. And then we have a pound of London broil, and we picked this up at our local deli, and I'm going to tell you where that deli is and give a little shout out in just a minute. Did I say we have provolone cheese, which might be a little variation of what's going on today? So first steps first, let's get your spoon and your chair pulled up. Come on in and we'll get to cooking. I just want to give a shout out to Lil Nate over at the Walmart deli who hooked us up with this pound of London broil. Such a cool guy, and we had such a good conversation about cooking and French dip and how each other's families prepare French dip, and I just wanted to give him a big shout out. Thank you, Lil Nate, for the conversation, and welcome to the family. We're going to make the au jus, and I bet you were wondering why we have a packet and we also have the soup, right? So this packet of au jus makes it very rich, very dense, very beefy flavored. This French onion is lighter, but it has the bits of onion in it, just like it does at the restaurant. So it gives it that zhuzh, that restaurant fancy zhuzh. Okay, so you just follow the packet directions of your au jus mix and follow the directions of your French onion mix. Don't forget to add the extra bit of water in there. And you can put them both in at the same time. So do the au jus first and then just dump the French onion right on top of it. Get it warm, heat it up, and it's so easy. So, 5 minutes later, you've got a very fancy au jus for your sandwich. Yum. Hi, Smoochy Bear. What are you doing, Mooch? She says, I see you have cheese, Mom. You have cheese? May I have some cheese? So I am just getting everything prepped. It's a lot easier to put your sandwiches together when you have the cheese apart, and you also have the roast beef already pulled apart. So just telling you a little tip, a little time saver. That's what I'm up to right now. And we are using our little oven today, our little countertop oven, so it doesn't heat up the whole house. I want to heat up the whole house on this very hot, another hot day in Florida. Hello. All right, so au jus is done. Tater tots are done. Now we're ready to make our sandwich. Tater tots are just sitting on the countertop with a lid on them. They'll be fine. They'll stay warm. What we want to do now is start our sandwiches. Here's the basic premise. I've got the oven on at 350. I am going to start with just the bread. I've got 3 hoagie buns laid out on here. 3 to 5 minutes, just to get them slightly toasted. Then I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to put a layer of cheese down. I'm going to put them back in. Let that cheese get melted. Take them back out. Put the meat on top. Put them back in. Take them back out, put another layer of cheese on top, put them back in, bring them out, they'll be ready to eat. So that's the process you're going to watch. So first off, let's get these in the oven for 3 to 5 minutes. All right, step 1. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes. Let me grab these out. I want to show you the bread is toasty. The bread is toasty. Now, while it's nice and warm, I'm going to put the cheese on top. That's 2 slices per. And then we're going to throw this back in. This is provolone cheese. Shout out Nate. His family uses Swiss. So Lil Nate, here's mine. We use provolone. All right, so now these are going to go back in for about another 2 minutes. We'll be back. While we're waiting for the cheese to melt on top of that bread, let's do a little bit of sandwich math. So I bought one package of hoagie rolls. That's 6. And we use 4 pieces of cheese per sandwich. So you're going to need 24 slices? Yeah, 24 slices for the 6 hoagie buns. And then I usually get 2 pounds of the London broil or your favorite roast beef, whichever one looks better when you get to the deli counter. Whichever one looks better. They're both lovely. They're both about the same, just maybe your preference. So again, if you're serving for a family of 4 or 5, you're going to make at least 5 sandwiches, if not the 6. So 6, 2 pounds of the meat, and 24 slices of cheese, whether that's Swiss or provolone, whatever your fave is, right? Right, buds? I just like cheese. I'll eat the cheese. Okay. So there we go. We've got nice melty cheese. And the next thing we're going to do is put 3 to 4 slices. Oops, let me shut the... We want to put 3 to 4 slices of roast beef on each sandwich. I usually do 3 bunched up and 1 long. So how's that? How's that? Can you guys see that? Probably not. Let me move this. Hold your ears, folks. Hold your ears. Okay, so 3 that I fold in thirds. 1, 2, 3, and 1 that goes all the way down the top. 1, 2, 3, and 1 that goes down the top. Okay, now this is going back in the oven just to heat the meat up. So 3 minutes, 3 minutes. All right, here we go, back in the oven. Okay, so these have been in the oven for about 3 minutes. We're gonna throw the cheese back on the top. Again, another 2 slices. And then we'll give it another 3 minutes in the oven. By this time, the little sharks are usually swimming around the kitchen asking, how soon? When's dinner? I can smell it. It smells really good. Let's get these back in there. And we'll go for another 3 to 4 minutes. We'll watch the cheese somewhere between 3 and 4 when it gets melty, and then we'll pull them out. All right, cool. See you in a second. While I'm thinking of it, a tip on the au jus. You know, if you're making all 6 sandwiches at once, you might want to double up on the onion soup and the packet. You might want to go ahead and get 2 of each because it's not going to make a whole lot of dipping sauce, and you might like it that way. We don't know. How are we doing? Oh, that looks lovely. We are good and melted. But I'm going to make them, fold them over and cut them. Make them into proper sandwiches here. As soon as I find my brilliant cutter. Told you we needed that bread knife. Anybody else see that video? That is one of your kitchen essentials. Okay, this is the part where you have to have fingers of steel, right? Because you want to fold that over. Hot, hot. See the melted cheese? You want to fold him over and then cut him properly. Hot. ladies and gentlemen. Is this real life? Did she really make these? Sure did. Bet your bippy I did. Let's get our plate. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made a French dip sandwich. Beautifully melty cheese. Beautifully melted cheese. Perfect au jus sauce. And some tater tots, because who doesn't like tater tots? All right, let's go put this at the table and eat. Come on. All right, thank you so much for joining. We made French dip together today with a lovely homemade au jus. What? We did too make it homemade. We added water, we stirred. That's homemade. Believe me, it's homemade. Anyway, listen, hit like, hit subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell somebody who might like to join us. Join our crazy party. It's my turn. It's time to eat. All right? We'll see you later, folks. Stay tuned for that Zen moment. We'll see what's going on in the backyard. Have a great day. Bye.